You play the game, and you're like, what just happened? And then you just keep on playing the game. And then you keep on saying, what just happened? And you never really get an answer. You come up with your own theories, and I think that's beautiful. Hello friends and enemies. Today we've got a short review for you, and that's because we are looking at a Nendoroid. And Nendoroids to me are more sculptural than anything. There's not too much you can do with them. So this is just going to be a short little look at the new, well, relatively new, Kingdom Hearts 3 Riku Nenderoid. Nendoroid packaging, window in the front, promotional pictures sprinkled throughout. And Nendoroid packaging usually takes on the look of the property that they're presenting, so this one is no different. We've got that Kingdom Hearts 3 checkerboard kind of pattern repeating throughout this black background. See here, you can pair him up with Sora if you have the Sora Nendoroid. Cute to look at, fun to play with, and great to collect. Nendoroids. More promotional shots on the back. He's looking very edgy, but that's Riku for you. Mickey Mouse. Huh? Oh boy! Not for 0 to 3-year-olds. If you give this to a 0 to 3-year-old, you will be banished to the realm of darkness. Don't do it. So enough prattling on, let's just go ahead and open him. I'm not really a Nendoroid collector. I mean, I have some, but I usually only collect the ones that are characters that I'm really fond of, or are just, like, unbelievably cute to me. On the inside flap, we've got an advertisement for these Nendoroid easel stands, and I actually think I have some, but I don't know where they are. They gotta be somewhere, right? That would definitely come in handy for this. Do I have enough energy to go and look for them? Probably not. We get a little manual about everything that comes in the package and how to assemble it so you don't break it, like what happened in my Nendoroid Okami Amaterasu review. But that wasn't my fault. That was just a faulty part. I've had a lot of other people say that they had problems with that part, so it was not me. But it's all pretty self-explanatory if you've dealt with Nendoroids before. And before you're finished unpacking everything, this is a very important thing to note. He's supposed to come with a King Mickey stand, but if you'll notice, nothing in here. Nothing in the clamshell. Mickey's not in this little bag. Where is he? Well, so he is on the interior of the package, so take him out before you throw anything away. And I probably won't keep Mickey out, so I'm going to keep this plastic packaging that he's in. I'm really struggling to say the word plastic for some reason. If you saw my last review, you saw that I had the flu, and now I'm thinking that it wasn't the flu. It's some kind of upper respiratory infection that will not go away, because I'm still feeling it for sure. But I don't sound like a demon anymore, which is a plus and a minus. So we'll set this aside for now. Riku's hair is so spiky and sharp that he needed bubble wrap tucked into his little clamshell thing, which is just funny to me. He's always got to have that edge, you know? But a very PG kind of edgy, because this is Kingdom Hearts. And of course, he is adorable. Nendoroids, no matter what the subject is, are usually adorable. Riku is no different. And very nicely made. Of course, Amaterasu was really nicely made too, and then her reflector broke off. So we'll see how this goes. I'm a little wary of Nendoroids now just because of that, but usually, I mean, I haven't had a problem with them until then. And something that is actually blowing my mind is the engineering of this. I haven't opened or played around with an Nendoroid in a long time, and I think they've started to do things differently because the joints are so smooth. They're so smooth and easy to move around, but they're not loose. The joints seem to be naturally positioned. It's weird to say that because this is obviously a super deformed character, so natural isn't really what we're going for. But yeah, I really enjoy moving this around so far. Oh, see, I say things like that and then his arm just came off. So we're still experiencing the thing that happens with Nendoroids, with their parts coming off really easily. But as far as I've been concerned anyway, Nendoroids were never really to play with. They're just kind of to put in one position, put on your shelf, and look at it. Though I suppose some people play with them. You can't give it to a 3-year-old, remember that. So I want to say that this sculpt and paint application is practically flawless. I really don't see any problems. Everything is sharp, everything is well painted. He's got a beautiful kind of bluish purple tint to the bottom of his hair. Hair is very spiky. I wish he hadn't gotten a haircut, but what can you do? The Heartless Tornado gave him a haircut somehow. I don't know. You play the game and you're like, what just happened? And then you just keep on playing the game. And then you keep on saying what just happened. And you never really get an answer. You come up with your own theories. and I think that's beautiful. His face looks great. As far as human Nendoroids go, there's not much to the face usually, just the face sculpt, a thin little line for the mouth, and the eye decals, which are gorgeous here. And I'm really glad that they kept his turquoise eyes instead of the green that he's been portrayed with. Like in Kingdom Hearts 3, his eyes look kind of greenish, right? But throughout the series, Riku has had famously bright turquoise eyes, so I don't know why they look that way. Maybe it was just the darker tone affecting the colors or something, but I'm really glad they kept this color. His outfit is recreated dutifully in tiny, tiny detail, little bitty silver painted details, buttons, his belt buckle, the buckle here, the tips of the straps of his shoes. Yeah, as far as sculpt and paint presentation, as far as presentation goes, he's pretty much perfect from what I've seen so far. Let's look at his articulation really quick, shouldn't take long, and then we will move on to accessories. So I'm being careful because, as you saw before, his parts can just pop off without much of a warning, and that's not much of a problem, but I don't want it to happen because it's annoying. So you've got head twist, of course, a little up and down, not much up. He's got this massive hair in the way, and then his hood is right there, so. But we've got a really nice swivel on the arm here. It's hard to get my fingers out of the way to show you. Got a swivel on there. We've also got a swivel up on the bicep where it meets the sleeve. Of course, we've got the elbow movement here, which is a nice, smooth elbow movement. And I love how it looks when it just locks into place there. Looks really natural, you know, for being a little chibi creature. And you've got swivel on the wrist. Tiny, tiny bit of twist in the torso, not much. You've got swivel out and back on the thigh. You've actually got a pretty good range of movement on the thigh joint there. Knee joint, of course. It's a pretty chunky knee joint for a Nendoroid because of his giant shorts. Always with the big pants, Riku. Always. And a swivel on the foot. So that's about all he has, but he's an Nendoroid. We don't expect much more than that, and I don't want much more than that. So, for accessories, he comes with the Mickey we saw before, and a little stand for the Mickey. Am I doing this right? Maybe. There we go. And I don't know, Mickey looks a little big. I mean, I know the height disparity is a little bit difficult to show in Nendoroid form, but yeah, here Mickey is almost the same height as Riku, especially if you put him in this stand. So that's a little awkward. Oh yeah, this also has a protective film on it that I have not removed yet, so it might look a little scratched up. If I would remove the film, it won't look like that. But I'm not going to do that right now. So he also comes with an alternate faceplate where he's happy, he's a smiling boy. I mean, Riku has never really looked ecstatic, you know, so this is about the happiest we've seen him ever. We come with his Keyblade Braveheart, which is still just the dumbest thing in existence. Some extra hands, some gripping hands, and some reaching out hands. Got an extra joint for his neck, I think. And then the Nendoroid stand, which I wouldn't need if I would get off my butt and go find those easel stands. But I really don't remember where they are, and I don't really want to go on a hunt right now. So, switching out the faceplate usually goes like this when Nendoroids are concerned. Take off the front hairpiece, take off the faceplate, put on the other faceplate, reattach the bangs. And now he's happy. As happy as Riku can be, at least. Let's replace his hand, and you see, when I popped off the wrist, the arm wanted to go with it. So be careful. The arm is small enough to where you could easily lose it. Be careful when you're switching out the hands, because his wrist cuff is a separate piece and it will fall off, and it is definitely small enough to get lost. There, he's so cute. So here he is against the Kingdom Hearts 1 Riku, and aside from the obvious, change in appearance, there is a vast improvement of engineering and sculpting and paint on this one. Not that this one is bad, but this one is just, you could tell that the process has improved with time. I forget when this one came out, but it was a good few years ago, and it's kind of a pain to move around, so I kind of just keep him in the box. His joints don't work quite as well. And here he is with his Bring Arts counterpart. So, if you are in the market for a Kingdom Hearts 3 Riku Nenderoid, I would recommend this one. He's cute, he's flawless, as Riku should be. I'm just kidding, we all know that this guy has flaws out the wazoo, and he's fun to play with. The Mickey I could take or leave, but if you're interested, I believe they have made a King Mickey Nendoroid, so get you one of those if you're interested in that. And that's about all I have for you today. His keychain is defying gravity. So, likes and subscribes are very much appreciated. Comments are more than welcome, and I'll see you guys on the next one.